Hi, I'm Janelle Tedesco. Thank you for coming to Just 10 with Janelle, where I'm bringing you 10-minute workouts. Today we're going to be targeting our inner thighs. It is a very difficult area to target, so we're spending the whole time really with that being the focus so we can tone and tighten them up. We're going to start in the standing position, but then we're going to transition to some floor exercises as well. I have the carpet here, but if you want to keep a mat nearby, just so you know that that's coming. It's about half and half. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start standing up with our legs apart. You can just point your toes out just a little bit, or however much is comfortable. And we're gonna bend down, we're gonna do 3 pulses, and then pull up. So whenever you open up your toes a little bit more, that's where the inner thigh gets more engaged. So just do any amount that's comfortable for you. I just said a little bit just in case you're like, I don't like that position. Oh, Janelle, why? Why did you make me do that? Or you're a dancer, or you just literally have incredible turnout. Turn those feet out as much as you can. Just make sure that your knees go over your toes. Because if you put your feet out more than your knees, that's not good for your joint. Again, we're just doing little pulses, pull it down, and then coming up. And when you come up, really focus on this area is what's pulling you up. You'll start to feel that, I'm sure. Okay. Now, we can stay right here for now. You're just gonna push your right foot out just a little bit more. Again, you wanna keep the toe pointed out. You want the knee to be able to go over the toe. And again, you're gonna do 3 little bounces, but then when you come up, just come all the way to your feet together, okay? Just bring your feet together. 3 little bounces, bring your feet together. And now pulling in action, that's where you'll feel it too. And it's actually within this, it's 2 different ways of working this muscle. Little bounces. As I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep everything in my center, my core really engaged as well. Okay, next time when you go down, stay here, straighten up, bend your left leg. If you need to widen a little more, you should be in about the right spot. And we start here, 3 little bouncies, and then pull in. Bouncies, bounces, bouncersaurus. 3 little bounces. Make sure the knee goes over the toes. Pull it in. Keep your tummy tight. Your core is always engaged when you're pulling your leg in like that as well. Just a little bit of opened up. Great. We're going to do one more time. All right, so now, again, your toes are going to be just apart as much as is comfortable, as much as your knees can go apart. Just step forward, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 3 little bounces, and then come up. Try to keep your hips square, so you want them facing forward. You want your knees going over your toes. In ballet, this is called 4th position. Looks much better when ballerinas do it in general, but I'm not a ballerina. I'm a dancer, not a ballerina. I always felt like I was failing ballet, but I kept trying. That's what you do. Keep trying, keep getting better, keep getting stronger. Know your strengths and your weaknesses. Okay, now the other foot. Again, just find the amount of distance that's comfortable for you. Just make sure those knees are going over those toes. If you don't know what I mean by that, like if this knee was going in this direction instead of in this direction, just in case you're like, what do you mean by those toes? 3 bounces, and then straight. Bounces, and then straight. You're trying to keep your weight right in the center of your 2 feet if you can. That's tricky. We always always tend to want to put the majority in this position. You tend to want to put the majority of your weight on the back. If you keep it in the center, you'll feel it. You'll feel that shift in your inner thighs as well. Now we're going to transition to the floor. All right, so I'm going to lie down like with my back to you just so that you can see what I'm doing. But however you can see the camera, go for it. All right, on your back, legs straight up. We're just going to open and then close. Very simple exercise, kind of fun. I think it's fun. Get out to your furthest part of flexibility, you'll find that that first little bit is where you feel it the most. Right when you're pulling right there, that's where you'll feel it. But keep going until you're all the way up. Right there. So try to get out to your point of flexibility. Unless that's uncomfortable for you and you feel like you can't get up, then you can keep it a little more shallow. That's right. Now, bring your knees down a little bit. Put your hands in between your knees. I hope you can hear me. Put your hands in between your knees. You're going to use your hands to create resistance as you squeeze them in. Like I said, inner thighs are often hard to target. So we can use other parts of our body to help assist, and that's very helpful. Okay. Now I'm going to have you put your legs back out, but not to the full point of flexibility, just less than that, so that you can do some really big circles. Okay, so you're making circles with your feet, circles with your leg, Your feet also, because they're attached to your legs. Okay, now switch to the other direction. For some reason that's harder for me. I don't think I realized that. I'm a little awkward going in this direction. So it's cool, right? Our bodies are not going to do everything the same on the right and the left. They're not going to move exactly the same forward and back. Just do the best you can. Yikes. Wow. Whew. Okay. Now, for our last two exercises, one exercise, but I both legs really. The mother of all inner thigh workouts. Lie down on one side. Put your right knee up. I'm lying on my left. Right knee up. Left leg goes straight up. I always like to flex my foot for this one. Very, very targeted exercise right here. It's very focused on that inner thigh. There are different variations of this particular exercise as well. Today we're just doing the sort of standard version. And when I'm lifting my leg, I'm getting it up just about, almost to my knee, not quite. As you'll see, it's not quite knee. Yeah, that's a frog in my throat. Not quite to my knee. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the other side. Whoop. Okay, on the right side, left knee up, right foot flexed, and lift. Yeah, I feel it. How you doing? You still with me? I hope so. Let's strengthen those inner thighs together. I hope you feel proud of yourself for showing up, for making it to the end. It's a gift you're giving to yourself. And last one, up and in. Woohoo! You did it! I'm so proud of you. I feel that a lot right now. I hope that you do too. I hope that you enjoyed that workout. So if you did, please click like. Feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this or what else you would like to see. So click like, click subscribe, and then come back and see me for the next one. Thanks so much.